Hi Capricorn, I wanted to do your detailed reading. Everything's pre-shuffled. I'm just going to give them an extra shuffle because I always like to do that once more after I start with you guys, okay? And I will be cutting the deck as well. I see this, your card, it's so funny. For some reason is the only one turned right side up, okay. Or, yeah, not facing the right way, okay. For the interest of time, I went ahead and pulled your headers, okay? This will not resonate for all of you. Definitely check your other placements. What is shuffling here? This cat was like on my shoulders the whole time I was shuffling for you guys. She would like not get off me. Let me take my headphones out. This will not resonate for all of you guys. Definitely check your other placements. I will be doing the solar eclipse, which was on the 25th. I did a special for that, okay? And I will be doing a special for the full moon on the 8th, okay, of November, all right, which happens to be, you know, one of the final days here, or an important date here in the United States, okay? And definitely I will be doing an all sign special for that as well, okay? You have some really good leaders here. There looks like there's been a little bit of change, but really good leaders. The eclipse is almost like backed into this next full moon, so whatever like started or for you around the eclipse, I would expect to continue and kind of have some like kind of, you know, crescendo on the new beginnings. Maybe get, you know, not that you would be finishing any new beginnings, because the eclipse we had on the 25th was a new moon, okay, solar eclipse. So, you know, it is like amplified new beginnings, okay? All right, and some very deep ones, since it's associated with the sign of, since it's in Scorpio, okay? They're not quite as light as some of the others sometimes are. That said, that is up and it's, you know, separated out for you guys. You guys have some really good stuff. There is some feminine, divine feminine energy here around you guys. Some synergy, like a whole, some of your leaders are really, really excellent. There are a couple things that are additionally going on, and I'm going to be using some extended Lenormands on my elemental leaders today, okay, going vertically. All right, and I will call these out as I go along, and I may have to move her. She's very clingy. It's like, yesterday I was down here working and she was like all over me, and I couldn't figure out a way to like put her on my shoulders without feeling like she was gonna fall off. Okay, definitely check your other placements and always check other readers, okay? You will know when I hit on you guys and it's a reading for you, okay? I'm also going to take a time to pull the chart real quick as well, or my lunar charts just in between, okay? Can I get you to move just a little bit? Just a little bit? I don't know if you guys, there's something in the recent past here, okay, very connected to family. I don't know if something happened with family that you guys kind of went into an introspection period over, okay? I've got some Virgo and some water showing up here, all right, in regards to this, and some very nostalgic feelings, okay? Whether you were like getting connected back to your roots, or you met somebody that made you feel connected to your roots in some way or another, could be, all right? Whatever happened, it looks like you went into a period of introspection over it. You may actually not be talking to this person, or talking to someone in regards to some things here, okay? I will be pulling clarifiers today, all right? I will be touching on the recent the past, the present energies, as well as the near future, all right? And we're gonna see, all right? But it does look like you're involved in, I don't know, you know, some of you could be trying to get pregnant or trying to start some new project that is very important to you, all right, on a creative level. a highly sensitive, creative level, okay? Because we have the Queen of Cups here, all right? And we have some other indicators here that there's some, we're going to take a look, okay? Can I just move you just a little bit? Thank you, sweetheart. I don't know why she wants to be like on top of me on these cards today. I'm definitely showing here somebody that's you have a lot of divine feminine energy popping up in your reading, okay? I have a Queen of Cups, I have a High Priestess, I have an Empress right here. I have, you know, symbology over here for additional. You know, I have synergy, universal love, divine feminine, and conception. So some of you literally could be trying to conceive, and some of you could be highly involved in something at work or with someone at work. But I'm getting like highly intuitive vibes off of it. Some of you, you know, could be counselors of some sort or another, okay? Or may have met somebody that does that, okay? I'm also seeing, I'm not sure, you know, some symbology here, all right, because on our extended Lenormands, we have the ball and chain, the yarn, the balance, the book, and the mountain, okay? And that's why I am feeling like there may have been some sort of disruption between your communications with another person that you care about. If this is not you popping up on this first line, you may actually not be talking to somebody. And it looks like something came up before I'm even pulling any clarifiers on it. That may have left you not talking to someone, you know, whether that was another relationship or they had some sort of other relationship. There is some symbology here, and especially if you do work in some sort of counseling or go to counseling yourself, you may have been working on some old family stuff, okay, or old relationship stuff to kind of try and heal those parts of yourself, all right, or work on those parts of yourself, okay? Let's see. I want this, give me this 6 of Cups here. Some of you may have somebody that is dealing with, again, I'm going to say Pisces, because on our first line here we have the 6 of Cups, the High Priestess, the Hermit, the Queen of Cups, and the 3 of Wands. So again, and now, yeah, I feel like something shut down with someone. You may not be talking to somebody that you care about, whether that person's in your family or you closed down a cycle and went into some sort of healing process, okay? It does look like you're almost waiting for somebody to come back around. Some of you may, or someone new to come back around, okay? Give me a High Priestess here. Yeah, I'm definitely getting, on the High Priestess, I have the King of Cups, the 10 of Wands, and the 9 of Pentacles. So, you know, I don't know if you guys went through a breakup, because now I have the King and Queen of Cups in the recent past, which is a divine couple. Yeah, I feel like something ended with somebody you care about. All right, and I feel as if this person may have had Virgo or Pisces in their chart. Does not have to, or you do. Or some heavy water, could be Scorpio. All right, but I feel like there was a period of not talking and some heartbreak with this person, yet there is this symbology as if you were waiting for them to come back around. I don't know if that's because there was a delay or some sort of interruption. There is an appearance here that there may have been an interruption because of somebody else, yours or somebody else's other connections. Okay. But I feel as if, give me this 3 of Wands here. If you did leave somebody, I feel like it was somebody that you were with for a very long time. Yeah. And I feel as if somebody that you were with for a very long time. Now, for some of you, you could be hoping to come back together or hoping for this person to come back around, okay? Because on this Three of Wands, I'm getting the Star, the Sun, and the Three of Cups. That is some major celebration, happy energy, healing, and wish fulfillment. So it could be that, you know, you were fine with this break, but you're waiting for somebody that is going to be much more joyous for your own soul's purpose or something of this sort. Now, for others of you, I'm getting it's you may have been dealing with either some languishing heartbreak over the transition, okay? There's no gender in tarot, but I definitely have a divine couple here. There's indications that, you know, if this is not a couple, this is somebody very close to you and your family, all right, that you felt or feel very nostalgic over. Give me this Hermit here. One or both of you may not have been able to give properly in the relationship, all right? And it may have been something that you wanted to work on that didn't work out, or there may have been something with work that just interfered with this, okay? In some cases, because here you are, and I have the Six of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Queen of Pentacles, that's you on the Hermit, okay? Or somebody with some Virgo in their chart, all right? So it could have been, for some of you, there could have been some sort of breakup, third-party scenario, okay? Where either you couldn't be with somebody that you liked or something of this sort because of prior commitments. However, I'm not sure that the relationship or, you know, of this sort, okay? Now, I just feel like there's been some sort of break, all right? And that break may have been spawned by some sort of third-party interference, or just that you went into introspection, you or this other person, about domestication together, okay? But it does appear that you're waiting for either this person or somebody else to come back here. What's going on here? Give me this Queen of Swords. You know, on this second aisle, I have the Queen of Swords, the Page of Pentacles, the Three of Cups, the Seven of Wands, and the Moon on this universal love, okay? And it does, I do have indications here of some sort of wish fulfillment coming in, all right? But there may be some grief along with it, and I'm not sure that the grief has anything to do with this particular scenario. It may just be something else that comes up in the interim that you're feeling emotional about, worried about, because the Moon is appearing here. Again, I'm getting some water, you know. Hey, what are you doing? She is like, and I'm also getting some sort of news. I don't know if this news comes in rather swiftly, but you need to speak up for yourself in regards to something that causes you grief, all right? And maybe just like something not working out. It could be a job situation, or it could be something related to, you know, where things didn't work out before, and speaking out on those things. Come here, will you stop? You cannot do that. You cannot. But I'm kind of getting those vibes as if something of that sort, you know, is occurring here, where either you or somebody else block somebody, or are trying to block something, all right? And here is this, give me this Three of Cups here. Yeah, I feel as if that there's something here. Now I have a King and Queen of Swords. You guys could be dealing with some intense family scenarios with like multiple couples here, okay? But they're, you know, within your family unit, okay? Like brothers, sisters, something of this sort. But I feel as if there's either a fear here in the present moment that if you speak out your mind in regards to this Queen of Cups who's appearing again here, could have heavy water in her chart, that you may not succeed, or a sense of mourning, or being blockaded out from this person, okay? But what's strange about it is, like, I feel like there's some passion and a strong friendship and a hope to like bring an offer of some sort here to this person or to somebody new. And it may be that you had to let go of another scenario, say if you got out of engagement or something like that, that you had to let go of the thoughts of, regarding that, okay? And for some of you, if there was a loss of a pregnancy or some issues with a child or something like that, you could just be feeling or have felt rather emotional about it, okay? And I feel like there's also something going on where you are in a reflective space of emotions over things that maybe you didn't do properly in the past or that didn't work out here, okay? So it's like somewhat of a grieving process, okay? In the meantime, it also looks like you're trying to learn new things, whether that's about your own behavior or what happened. There's just some symbology of good news coming in, as well as a grieving process going on at the same time, okay? You look like you're in a very healthy space with it, in regards to some realizations. I mean, although looking at it, whatever it is, see, and it might be having to do with some deception or some, whether on your part or the other person's, that is hard, but you're mustering the strength to do it, and you're able to tap into some sort of collective, universal love vibes to be able to get you through the hard parts, even if you're by yourself or something of this sort, or have lost something that you care about, okay? Because I do feel like there is a letting go, okay? And for some of you, you could be blocking out somebody else with some air, okay, in their chart, possibly air or water, okay. I'm getting quite heavily. What are you doing? She is like, in this next situation, with this, what's coming in, all right, from any time between this. Anytime between this eclipse that we had on the 25th and November is like this, I don't know if you meet somebody that doesn't make any sense in the best way. How do I mean that? Something or someone that possibly comes along, okay? And it could be that if you were really trying to get pregnant, that you get pregnant really quickly, okay? Even though you did not expect to, or somebody told you you couldn't, or something like this. For others of you, I feel as if you are taking the swords out of your own back in regards to some sort of betrayal and this grief, scenario back here that you got out of, which could have been, within the past couple years. And you are, there's something that you run across, whether it's like a person that's like a, it's like an anomaly of sorts, okay? I don't know, it's like something about this person or this thing is rather different, and then winds up helping you heal, okay? and frees you from restrictions that you didn't know you were placing on yourself, something of this sort, okay? I do show that there is a almost fear, like a want to go towards someone or something, or fascination with an anomaly about a person or situation here, that you want to run towards. Okay, but you are a little bit hasty or like scared at first, okay, either in regards to communication or, you know, trepidation about getting some bad news of some sorts. It could be in regards to traveling, or a work project, okay, that's kind of going on here in the sidelines for you during this time, okay. Hold on. I don't know if it's something about something that you do or something that someone else does, okay, that requires some sort of decision or travel, okay. And it's like, I feel like you either really want to go towards somebody, pursue them, or this opportunity, although it requires that you, yes, decide to do it. And there's something like challenging and exciting about this project or this person, for you guys, all right? For the ones of you that are popping up here, it's just very, very strong. Okay, and I am getting signs of, again, some water symbology, okay? Some sort of mother figure or a person that's very like mature, very, I don't want to like say like Earth Mother. It's not, you know, like that Queen of Pentacles vibe alone. This is, you know, this is kind of like some sort of, somebody either that you meet or something, or, you know, where you come back into your own here in regards to, yeah, this person may have a very, like an inner calm. There's like some sort of serenity about some sort of person that you wouldn't expect to be your normal type, but it's like they have things about them. They have things about them that are totally your type, and then they have things about them, you know, that you did not know that you would have any interest in at all, but find out that you do. Okay. I'm also getting a lot of higher spiritual plane vibes from this connection or this thing. All right, and a strong healing from it. Okay, and a releasing of yourself from any of the chains that bound you. Okay, and your preconceptions about relationships. Something of this sort is popping up here. And I don't know if you're scared that you're gonna like screw up, or that it's like too good to be true, or that it's trying to, you know, but I feel like you free yourself from these things, okay? There is also some sort of tranquility about possible commitments, or if not, a domesticated thing in the future, all right? Now, whether you guys try and get back together with somebody that you've met back here or not, you know, it's going to differ, but I definitely see some really amazing energy here coming out and in, okay? In regards to, and it looks very passionate and loving. I mean, this is not a love reading, this is your general reading, but for some of you, again, for some of you, if you are trying, oh please, no, come here, you lay over here, you lay right here, north, we're just right there, that's perfect. How are you? Can I move these for you? Okay, we'll just leave them there, we'll just leave them. The messages that I'm getting down here, okay, which is my aisle for self and spirit, are in regards to fear. And I see you letting go of this fear here, okay? And I think it's fear about getting close to somebody in some ways or another, okay? For others of you, it could be surrounding, you know, a mother figure. But I don't see it as all that. I feel like this is you, or this is somebody that you come into contact with, all right? And that there is some sort of rebirth in regards to your beliefs or you, and a freeing of your own energy that you did not expect. That's odd or different in some way that you can't resist, but in a good way. It's not like I'm not getting these vibes like, oh, I can't resist this, you know, he's gonna mess me up or something. I'm getting these vibes more like, oh, I can't resist this. This is like very sweet in an exciting way. Not saying not passionate, just the vibe off of it is very like higher level. Okay? Although unexpected, okay? And this could be you guys with an unexpected pregnancy, or something, you know, that was offered to you at work. But if it is, then it is like the birth of a brand new business or project that is somehow brings in or calls in femininity, okay? Something to do with women. Could be women's rights. If you do something like that, could be. Hold on a second. I am seeing some fear here about this new beginning. Okay? And I don't see that you need to focus on the fears here. But I do show that you guys back here lost, you know, either you lost somebody, somebody left, you stopped talking to them, or had a breakup, okay? And I you know, I don't want to put you guys in a hole, but it does look like both of these revolve around tight family connections, or someone that is was a prior commitment, okay? And then, you know, here I feel like there is either a realization or a desire to settle down or come into your own here again. That is kind of crazy. Like maybe if it's something that you thought, oh no, I will never do that, or this. There's something about somebody that you're involved with that it's like, it's too different for me not to try it. Something of this sort. Something of this sort. Okay, hold on one second. I just want to check down here. What is this judgment? I am showing some sort of decision process, okay, that they're recognizing down here in regard, and that you may be recognizing as well in regards to your fears, okay? I don't know if you have like a fear of a relationship. It looks like in regards to making decisions about relationships, or believing them in them again, or something of this sort, that there may have been, okay? A feeling in regards to these types of things, speaking about these things. Stability in regards to marriages and relationships, okay, and rejection that's been going on here. And again, some of you may have been through a divorce, or have dated somebody that was in the military, police force, or law, all right, because I have, you know, I have the King and Queen of Swords, and I also have the King and Queen of Cups popping in this reading, okay? And I am getting some, hold on a second, give me this Two of Cups. I spend a lot of extra time on this section down here, okay? Some of you, I mentioned Pisces, but I also see some Scorpio, you know, or possibly Cancer in here. No, hold on one second. Hang on one second. I want to pull all my clarifiers on this before I speak further on it. Hold on. I do show that some of you like have some fears about some new beginnings that they're trying to acknowledge down here because it's fear. I don't know if you're afraid that your parents are going to die, or afraid of being a father, or of relationships not working out, but there is some messaging down here that it's like, it's basically reaffirming this call that you have, okay, to important decisions. There's also a recognition here about possibly ending a prior relationship and that being the right decision. There's an affirmation of that here, okay, or that being the right thing. I don't know if you guys needed to hear that, but there is a victory here, all right, or something new coming in for you guys. And I think it's trying to acknowledge down here that it is a wish fulfillment in one way or another, okay? This also could have to do, this also could have to do with, you know, if this was something that you need to end, you know, that it is, you know, meant to be, you know, this past thing, if you're still reflecting on it. For others of you, there's just a big wish fulfillment coming in, and some of it is like hidden for you, from you. Down here and over here, and there's also a message for some of you here if I just don't want to say before I there's a sense of anxiety about either sitting on the fence too long on something, or in regards to a parent down here, or in regards to a child, okay? And it's a time of new beginning in regards to that. I show that, you know, you're recovering from like anxiety or stress in regards to these matters, okay? A lot of sleepless nights. Some of you could have some insomnia about like a death or a transformation of some sort that you're making. It could revolve around a father figure, whether you were married or your own father, or being a father, all right? And there's a lot of fears surrounding it, but there's also like transformation on your end. And that is going to be why you are able to take this jump right here, because you spot this, like, I don't want to say diamond in the rough, because it's more than that. It's not like some jewel or something. It's just, it's more than that. It's something about someone, you or someone else, that makes them very much stand out from the crowd or be different, at the same time feel like home, but also be different, that you just don't want to pass up. Okay, and I show that you're not going to. All right, but I don't know if some of you may have had like a father that was that had a moon, you know, that either, you know, that there's been like some fast healing in regards to father figures or your own your own ideas of fatherhood. Okay, some of you could have again been involved with somebody that was a Cancer or or had some Aquarius in their chart. Okay, and I've mentioned Scorpio. There's a lot of water here, a lot of water here, and there's also something about I don't know if you're afraid to have children. Some of you may. And something about that is going to change, and it may scare you a little bit more at first. Like you don't know if that's something that you can handle or something like that. But there's something about the whole thing that makes it worth every minute of trying or something. And so and some of you may be involved in some sort of women's issues, whether you're like an activist or something of that sort. That's also a distinct possibility. I show you coming into your own here. I show a lot of positive energy. I just want to pull one more thing here. I'm going to pull on this. Give me this grief over here. I feel like also the person that you used to be with, I feel like some of you are grieving like something where you didn't marry somebody or somebody from the past, or the loss of a marriage or a child, okay? Possibly a father for some of you, but I feel like for the majority of you, this was something you were involved with, okay? And I see you, doing fine. I see you absolutely doing fine. Hold on. Okay, if it is a job opportunity, I feel like a lot of you, again, should try it. I also show a lot of healing around father issues that maybe you are stressed out about. These require some level of spiritual transformation on your part. Okay, and on this self-spiritual aisle, it's like recognizing that. It's in regards to family units and things of this sort. You're already undergoing these things, which showed up here. Now, for a small portion of you, those of you that are really a lot older, that have older children, like in their 20s, which, you don't have to be that much older to have that. It just depends on when you had your children. So, but for those of you that have children that are older, it shows, and I don't want to like miss this message for those of you that this does apply. A lot of stress in regards to a divorce, possible breakup, your children not approving, there being a lot of a bumpy road, okay, in regards to the divorce, and maybe some issues in regards to your children, and these things you're kind of all facing at once, okay. I see that here as well, so I don't want to like not mention it, but what I'm going to say is like there is a situation that you either got out of that was not healthy for you, and you are coming into a period where you only want healthy relationships and may have only wanted to stay single or something of this sort, okay? I do see a possible divorce here, possible breakup, okay? That seems to be in the past, and in the present, there's like something that comes in, either with work, and if it's with work, it's a super big deal. But I think that for some of you, it is a new connection. And I think that some of you resign to being single. But something about the nature of this is both like a strong connection, and something different about this person that it's like they hit all the weird spots and all the right spots at once. And it's like endearing in some way or something like this, okay? But hold on, I want a couple other things on something. Give me this over here. I do show that some of you need to let go if you are hanging on to a situation that you know needs to end. Whether that is like a marriage or just holding on to the old cycle of, you know, failed relationships, okay? You know, for some of you, it could have something to do with a Scorpio. And if you have Scorpio in your chart, then, you know, if I'm not reading for you guys personally right now, so, but you know, as an astrologer, I would be definitely looking at certain sections of your chart, and one of those would be Scorpio, because if you have a Scorpio sun, moon, or rising, you know, I just feel as if, you know, that eclipse obviously would be for new beginnings, very strong for you. And I do see something about that you letting go of like old pain, a lot of old pain, okay? Which looks excellent and very, very fortuitous, okay? I'm sorry if you guys have had any breakups or miscarriages or something of this sort, or just a breakup of a live-in relationship in the past. I do not see you wallowing in that here. I see that it may have been messy. And I see that there may have been a fear of healing from it, or getting back into another relationship, feelings of restrictions. I feel like you're coming out of those feelings of restrictions, okay? I feel like there is a place of solitude, or you're coming out of feeling, if you were like in a space where you weren't talking about either to this person or to another person, all right, and contemplating a lot of things, that you're coming off those restrictions, okay? And there is a message here that like you've contemplated long enough to trust your instincts again, something of this nature, okay? And again, I have the Hermit and the Hangman here. I'm getting a lot of like Virgo and Pisces energy. Those are 7/7 signs, highly attracted to each other when you're talking about two different individuals, but on opposite sides of the zodiac, okay? And wheel, all right? And so there is like a, you know, a feeling of freeing yourself from those kinds of restrictions, a place where you're either not talking or you've contemplated enough, because that is also a very deep spiritual, you know, sense. The Hermit can not talk. They can, you know, go inside, you know, for deeper inner reflections on things, all right? Almost like a scholarly Merlin-like ability. And I feel as if you've already done that and you're walking away from that now, okay? So if you have had like a waiting period, that you're, you know, about a walk away, it's like you've contemplated it and meditated on it enough, but there is some sort of realization process that you're going through from now through November. And I see something for those of you that story has resonated with, okay? Never force a reading. You'll know when this is yours, okay? This one is definitely not as general. Is that you're coming out of those, okay? And you're re-emerging, okay? There may be, again, I have a Father of Swords here, all right? You're re-emerging assertively, okay? And yet you also have this, some of you could have been freeing yourself from restrictions in regards to a Father of Swords, okay? But, you know, I see this as you're freeing yourself from this period of inner reflection and not sharing, to share about the wisdom that you've gained through whatever experiences you've had, and also to continue to try new things, all right? And walking away from anything that left you feeling hanging, or that you for some of you, it could have just been walking away from a feeling of coldness, all right? A feeling of not tapping into your emotions to survive, you know, survival mode of kind of work and surface issues, and not enjoying some pleasures in life that I feel like you're going to enjoy thoroughly, okay, when you, through this cycle. Some point in November here, okay? And I feel like those are part of the new beginnings that are going on now for you, okay? And I just want to, let me just grab this chart real quick. yeah, it's like, because this eclipse is in the 11th house, there, you know, that's a house of blessings. Again, somebody may come through your wider networks that you wind up emotionally or romantically connected with, or that gives you a new outlook on love and creative projects and children and a bunch of things that maybe are different, but like very cool. In one way or another, okay? Because this is, you know, this eclipse was in the 11th house for you, but it also affects your 5th house and your 10th house, because those are ruled by Venus, okay, where Taurus and Libra are in your chart if you're a true Cappy rising. The other thing, let me just take a look at this real quick. When this, on November 8th, okay, very important day for a lot of people that are concerned about elections, you know, but it's also the day of our full moon. Okay, so perfect day for that to be, because it's gonna, you know, it's heightened everything. And I'm gonna go over that in the full moon reading. But insofar as by the time you get to the full moon in November, on the 8th, there is a lot of maybe the unexpected, as well as something that feels very higher path for you. And again, it's like an anomaly, it's unexpected. There is some fortune about it in one way or another, because of its connection with the lunar nodes, okay, and the eclipse cycle. And this full moon happens to be in Taurus, okay, and it's nearly conjunct Uranus, and Uranus is all about revolution, the Great Awakening, you know, the invention. If a female figure comes across again to you, or you hit something in regards to female issues or feminine issues, there's something very unexpected and also something very wonderful. I see a lot of positive symbology with this full moon, so I do think that we're in for some beautiful surprises, but maybe some of the unexpected, okay? And that is your 5th house of romance, creativity, and children. So, and it's the kind of like warm romance that can turn into a 5th house, 8th house kind of thing as well, depending on what your connections are. But the kind of something that, you know, very light and butterfly feeling that you're just very excited about, okay? And it will trine anything you have in Capricorn. So I do expect it to be a fortuitous time for you guys. I will see you later, Cappy. Have a wonderful, wonderful month.